Prepare for trouble! Jessie and James are here in Pokemon Go, of course, so Team Rocket joins Team Go Rocket, you could say. At least in this case, so we got the Meowth balloon that just showed up. It actually only showed up on my account. You know, I also have access to my wife's account, my dad's account. There's a viewer that let me see his account. Each one of them just got kind of a normal Team Go Rocket balloon, the black one. And so Jessie and James, this is amazing. They're going through, of course, for people who loved the original anime, the original Team Rocket lineup, of course, of Jessie and James. They are going through that script that they used to use, basically word for word, at least most of it. And so, as I'm doing this fight, you know, we're gonna start off with going up against Jessie. You actually do get to fight both of them, and so that's good, and you're gonna see why, of course, but other than just the obvious of why that would be good. But I'm gonna start off with Mewtwo. This is completely overkill. I mean, look at this. Mewtwo, 4,000 CP. Ekans and Coughing, if you do somehow need help against them. So I hesitate to say that anything is easy, so I'm not gonna call these fights easy. Somehow people become frustrated with me whenever I say that like a fight is easy. So, you know, you just have to remember everyone's in different places, I guess, you know, in the game and everything, and I understand that. Just please don't take that too seriously. Anyway, we're gonna call them grunt level, you know, so Jessie and James, completely grunt level, not Team Go Rocket leader level or anything like that. Scyther coming up in next, and I guess there's a grunt that could have Scyther. So they do have some Pokemon that the Team Go Rocket leaders did have. I'm just saying that, you know, the lineup altogether, I would say, is not as difficult as the Team Go Rocket leaders. But hey, you know, you make that judgment for yourself, I guess, when you fight them. But I essentially, just not knowing what they were gonna use and not knowing how strong they were, I just put in totally OP Pokemon, just really good teams. So obviously with that Mewtwo, and now with a shiny lucky Groudon up in here at 89%, you know, I was like, I probably won't have any difficulty if I do this. It was the first time I had fought them, so, you know, I just expected the worst and maybe planned for it a little bit. Jessie and James even calling me a twerp, you guys. That is perfect. Jessie used to always call people twerps. She used to call Ash Ketchum a twerp, although any of us are better than Ash Ketchum. So, of course, that resulted in a Shadow Ekans encounter, and then right after that, James was saying, "You'll regret this." So, once again, as recording this, you know, I wasn't sure what to expect. I imagined that he would start off with Coughing, of course, and so you don't need to go with Dragonite or anything like that. If you really need the super effectiveness, go with Psychic or Ground type. Most of them are going to work for you. Now, I guess one thing here to note, actually, is that this Coughing does have Infestation, and so actually the bug would not. This actually might have been a great choice to use Dragonite right here, I guess. So anyway, gonna be a pretty easy overkill right here, so let's see what he sends out next. Of course, James gonna throw us out a Sneasel, which was actually the first lineup for Sierra when she first came into the game in November of 2019. Her first Pokemon was a Shadow Sneasel. This one probably gonna go down pretty easy, and I mean, again, we're just using a maxed out 98 Dragonite. You obviously don't need to go at this level, I would say, so most of you guys, I'm hoping, will be able to beat these Jessie and James lineups right here, and sending out a Shadow Beldum as the last Pokemon right here in James's lineup, and so we'll see what happens once we defeat him. Of course, we obviously can expect a Shadow Coughing encounter, and so that's gonna do it for Beldum, but let's see what he says. We got beat by a twerp. But anyway, look at this, you guys. Gonna go 9 balls, Shadow Coughing with them red eyes, angry expression. Coughing always looks so happy and dim-witted. What have they done to him? But yeah, here's the good news also, is that battling Jessie and James will result in a mysterious component for each one of them. So I actually didn't show the one we got from Jessie because I had turned off my screen recording at that point, and then I turned it back on when I was like, oh, hey, wait, I'm gonna fight James too? You know, I thought it was gonna be one or the other, per balloon. So anyway, you're gonna get those mysterious components. You're gonna get 2 of them. Quickly gonna be able to assemble that Rocket Radar if you don't have one in your inventory at the moment. Another word is, if you don't like spoilers or data mined things, go ahead and click on another video, top pinned comment, description, places like that, to see some other things. But essentially, new Shadow Pokemon were pushed to the game's assets and all of that, so I'm hoping it's not just grunts, but things like Shadow Shuckle, Shadow Stunky, Shadow Machop. Dude, there's a lot of others. So if the leaders are going to be changing their lineup pretty soon, I will be covering those on this channel, so please come back, check those out. As soon as they go up, I'll cover them. So much love, everybody. I really appreciate you. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for viewing.